Hey, everybody. So, coming to you tonight with habit number 3. Super excited about this one. Man, I've been doing this particular habit. I actually implemented this one several years ago. And I've probably mentioned it over the years in the past, in some past presentations, if you will. There's some posts. But this one's been really, really a huge, big help for me. So, let me ask you something. Wouldn't it be great if by, you know, by the end of the day, you got the biggest task ever accomplished for the day that you needed to get done? Wouldn't that be awesome? If you left work on time in the evenings, when you left work, you left on time. If you were able to leave on time, and what if when you left, you got home, you drove, through traffic and all that, you were able to unwind, and you could actually get out of your car when you hit the driveway and honestly just leave work in the car and go home, spend time with your family, and just know that the next morning, you got it going. You got it. You're ready. You are already know you're ready for the next day. Would that be cool? Because that's what I'm going to help you with today. I'm going to absolutely get you on track with that. So you can leave. I want you to be able to leave work satisfied. So maybe you felt like me in the past, where or maybe you feel this way now, that you just don't have enough time in the day. There's just more stuff. There's more time than there is. More stuff to do. You just more stuff to do than you have time to do, and you end up, man, just feeling dissatisfied, like you didn't accomplish anything, for the end of the day. And what if we get past that? What if we could just make those things happen? Where you could accomplish some tasks and get that done. Would that be cool? Well, look, here's what's going to happen. Um, I know life happens. I said that yesterday, and it's going to still happen. There's no getting around it. But you can control the time you have control over. And what I'm talking about is, during your 8 to 5 or whatever times you're going to work, that's work, and you've got to do that. You've got to, things are going to happen. The phone's going to work, blow up. People are going to knock on your door. People are going to want to have meetings with you. People are going to call. Phone calls are going to happen. But there's a time in your life that you actually have control of, and I'm talking about your mornings. The time before you go to work, and if you work from home, it's even better. But that time you have control over. And what I'm talking about is being able to create a habit in your life that you control the important task in your life and the most important time in your life. And you can put everything else aside and truly be able to set your phone down and know that things are happening. So I always want to do that. And it's going to take a little organization. It's going to take a little planning on your part. But the benefit and the payoff is huge, 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 huge. And so it starts actually tonight, the night before. And what you're going to do is you're going to get a little organization, and you're going to start thinking about the next day. All the decisions that you can make tonight will be a payoff dividends in the morning. What I mean by simple things like decide what you're going to wear. Man, I'm talking down to shoes, socks, shirt, pants, dress, whatever the case may be. Right? Pick that out, lay it out, and get it ready for you. Set aside. Boom, one decision down. Then, if you eat breakfast in the morning, literally decide what you're going to eat. Man, pull the bowl out, the spoon if you're having cereal. Line things up. Get all that ready. The more decisions you can make tonight will be a huge payoff tomorrow. So, I said that once. I'm going to say it again. So things like coffee. I get my coffee cup ready. I literally have it by the coffee pot. I have a Keurig, so I'm popping the Keurig in the machine that's filled with water. So I'm not going to have to worry about putting water in it in case it's getting low on water. All these little decisions that you have all the time tonight to do, right? You have the time to do it, but a huge weight lifted off of you tomorrow morning. I promise you, it's going to be major. Stuff like packing up your computer, your briefcase, getting those things together. We actually pack a cooler. So I get the cooler out. I get the things, ready for us for in the morning. I make sure that all the things, if there's things I'm bringing in the cooler, they're in the refrigerator in one spot and they're ready to grab. So tomorrow morning, again, it's mindless. You're just, because you want to be able to just flow, because you want to be able to focus on the things that are important. So you get all these decisions out of the way. So Once you've got all that laid out, then write down a routine. Now I'm going to wake up and I'm going to brush my teeth. And I know this sounds, detailed, but it's just going to help you. Again, you're making decisions. All the things that you want to get done, that you need to get done, that have to get done before you can even go to work. Man, just write it out in a routine. Then I would say, what is one thing that you absolutely have to get done tomorrow? What's the one thing that you absolutely have to get done tomorrow? So write that down. Then what I'm going to tell you is start waking up earlier than you normally do. And I really haven't talked about this much, but I'll say, don't kill yourself. Don't, if you get up early, don't get up 3 hours early the first day tomorrow, because you'll be you'll be overwhelmed and you just won't do it again. Start 15, 30 minutes, So start there, and for a week, your first week, just wake up 15 to 30 minutes. Start out 15, maybe it's 20 the next day, and you work your way up to 30 by the end of the week, right? Do that, and then the next week, add another 15 or 30 minutes to it, and just steer yourself up. I'm telling you, as soon as you wake up, work on all the things you wrote down, follow your routine, and when you get that done, then work on the task. You won't feel like it. Maybe it's like a really difficult task that you've been putting off for a while. Tackle it. Hit it. Start on it. Maybe it's start on it at home, and if you got to drive into work, then you can finish it up when you get to the office. I would encourage you, if you're able to do it, get up early, get all your stuff done, and get into the office this 15 or 20 or 30 minutes that you're buying in your time. Get into the office before that time early and start on the task, because you'll be surprised. Most people, if you know them, if you're working in an office place, I've worked in cubicle areas and all this other stuff. Most people, when they come in, they get their coffee, they get this and they get that, and they're not going to bug you. So say work starts at 8, man, you got a good another 15, 20 minutes you can buy with all these people just showing up and doing their thing, and your head down. You've already started 30 minutes prior to them, and your head's down, and you could probably finish your task before anything happens. Then what's awesome is you feel so much better, because when they knock on your door and they go like, I need you for this, I need you for that, at the end of the day, you've accomplished the major task that you wanted to get taken care of. I'm telling you, it's such a huge weight. It's so awesome to be able to figure that out and have that feeling that, man, I got it all done. And what happens is you just continue that for those few weeks, and as you get up to, honestly, I'll tell you towards the end, but I get up pretty darn early. And what you'll find is you'll be able to start working on things that you never thought you had time to do. You'll be able to add tasks to your schedule. At first it's difficult, because it's like you don't want to wake up, and so you feel tired. And let me tell you, that's just a mental thing. I promise you. Most people say I'm not a morning person. Well, no one's a morning person, right? It takes discipline. But when you discipline your body, you honestly can become a morning person, and you'll be so much more focused in the morning. You'll be rested, and you'll have to just sense your body, right? And eventually you might have to go to bed a little early. Maybe, I say early, maybe it's, instead of going to bed at 11, it's 10, or maybe it's 9:30, But I promise you, when you start feeling and seeing the accomplishments you're achieving by doing this, it's a huge, huge win. I'm telling you, it's a huge win. And so I got another one before I end this, because this is really the big deal, is just waking up early. How many people just hate Mondays? It's just, man, I just don't look forward to Mondays. And I got a secret for you. It's a huge secret, but it's going to help you every Monday going forward. To where you wake up, wouldn't it be cool if you woke up on Monday ready for the week? And you're like, man, I got this. I am going to tear this week up. And it starts with Monday. So the secret is, follow your routine through the weekend. Whatever time it is, if you worked your way up to an hour before you normally wake up, whatever time that is that you're waking up during the week, say it's 6, 5 a.m. You say you've worked your way up to 5 or 4:30 a.m. And that sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, I get up even earlier than that. And I'm up with you now. And so when you wake up that early, even on the weekends, now you've got me time. Maybe it's reading that book you always wanted to read, or maybe it's working on something, working in your garage or doing something you wanted to take care of. I mean, there's so much you can do, and it's you time. It's stuff that you can increase your prayer time, your meditation time, exercise. Heck, hello, you can start exercising even more. I recommend that. I mean, I've worked my way up now to where I've got tasks that I'm doing. I usually have 3 or 4 tasks. I have a routine written out that every single day I do these certain tasks, and there'll be some of them I'll talk about in these habits. And then I exercise, right? And I have all this other stuff. I've already pulled out my clothes for tomorrow. I've already got my computer ready to pack up. My bag's ready. I got the other stuff. The only thing is putting this laptop in it, and I'm ready to go. And so I can't tell you how much you will love and appreciate you doing this. I mean, it's worth it for yourself. One, for your mental, and your mental and emotional payoff is just huge. It's really, really worth it. I promise you. I would encourage you to do it. If you feel like you don't want to, and you say you oversleep, man, don't beat yourself up over it, right? It happens. Just pick it up the next day, right? We all need a break, and you got to give yourself a break. But I would encourage you. It honestly takes about a month to get this really down, and to where it is a constant routine, to where after a while you'll start feeling like, okay, man, I slept in, and if you know me, sleeping in is like 6 or 7. So, but anyway, you'll feel like, man, I could have got so much more done if I'd have woke up when I was supposed to. And so, but I will tell you, just take the steps and do it slowly, and it'll be a huge, huge win for you. Like I said, emotionally and mentally, just to accomplish these tasks on a daily basis, because they start building on each other when you start doing them over and over and over, getting it overdone. So, I hope this is a huge help for you. I really would be encouraged by you letting me know that you're doing it. And man, I would love to encourage you through it. There's a bunch of other stuff that I could help you with on a detailed basis. There's actually an app that I use to help plan my routine each day, so that I can just have a checkbox. It's super cool. It pops up every morning, and I can just check off all the different things, all my routine, and it's kind of an accountability bot. So, and it's really been helpful for that. And I'd love to help you with that if that's something you're interested in. But man, if you start this process, I'd be happy to help coach and encourage you along the way. If this is helpful for you, I would please ask you to share it, like it, share it with others, post it with anybody else you know. And I just thank you so much for watching this and sharing it with others. Like, share, and post. Man, thank you for everything. God bless you. Have a great evening, and I'll see you on the next habit for changing and having a better life. See ya.